the problem is that we are dealing with a dictatorial government. Let me tell you, it is them first. It is what they want. Doesn't matter whether you want it or not. That is why they had to push down the finance bill. They had to go root 6.3 billion. We are facing a dictator. So it's about them. I want to suggest the following, that the remarks by the CS Interior, the president himself, and people like Aden Duare suggest that the state is planning to sponsor violence to make it look a bad thing, to scatter the entire issue. It is very simple. If people wake up and they simply want to go and show their remorse and the memory of the people who died, who are murdered by government, of course government would want to quell such a thing, so that, because everything will be, it is government, it is police who murdered our young people. So this kind of stories I'm watching everywhere from last week, telling the youth, oh, you know, article this, oh, you cannot have stones. Let me tell you, if the young people are allowed to mourn the best way they know how, it can go without a single bullet being fired. Unfortunately, I want to be proven wrong by Thursday night. Government will infiltrate through goons, try to cause confusion, burn tires, send some goons to go and break into shops, so that there is chaos, and it will be said, you see, the police had to come in to stop the chaos because politicians, blah, 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 have come and infiltrated the manos. So, unfortunately, that is one thing. I've just watched the president appeal to the young people, you know, to exercise restraint. Yet he is every day fueling the anger of the young people. You know, you go and pass a very bad finance bill. You take for yourself 6.3 billion. And you have no moral, the president have no moral authority to tell the young people to exercise restraint. So let me go to issues that I've picked. One, this issue of compensation, the bar to even today. I think if Fred is still there, can he just share a list of who is going to be compensated? Just a long list. So that I can know whether my 10 young men from Nakuru, whether they're in the list, the ones I know. Somebody else can check whether their relatives are there. Somebody can check. What is all this about compensation? Never mind, we are saying, excuse me, compensation is one thing. There is a tendency in this government, when you kill someone, there is some 2 million somewhere for them. Like now it has come to 3 million. You know, so killing is nothing, because you'll be paid anyway. 2 million. Oh no, Ojuang, father has 2 million. Somebody else 2 million. We want the people who killed the young people for charges to be opened. Even if they are not opened this year by this government, once we take over government, I can tell you we shall revisit. Now, you have asked the young people a question. Was it a political? Then what happens now? Let me be very clear. This thing, like somebody said, the young people stepped in at the right time of history. And of course, it was not their thing. Other people have come in. Today, during the memorial, there were opposition leaders, because it's not, we cannot let it just for the young people, you be killed there, it is your own thing, go and do memorial alone. No, it is this issue about Gen Z of 24, the anniversary of last year, the people who are killed, it is all our issue. There's no gap, generational gap. Oh, this, I cannot go to this. The people who are saying that is because, of course, they're in government and they are eating well. They are being given some allowances. That's why they are talking that language. But the people who really genuinely want change, and people who want they actually like, thank you, our mentors, for coming to help us to make this not a young people thing. And that is because we will all be short. It is a national thing, not a one-person thing. So now I want to say this. Let government keep off their goons on Thursday. And I can tell you, let the young people do what they want to do best. On the same breath, I want to ask young people who may be tempted because of lack of jobs and employment, maybe they are hungry, who may be to take advantage. Please don't fall into the hands of government. If government was to infiltrate with their goons, let them do it. But young people of good intention should not be tempted to take advantage, to begin thinking now they can root. Let it be very clear that the young people went to the streets to go and commemorate. But let me just add this. The Baal Moide, when we used to sing for Moide, for Moi, was a Moide because of one person. Because he has ruled the country so well, in quotes. Mashujadi, originally, it was meant for the Jomo Kenyatta and others who are detained. There is nothing wrong of having a national holiday to commemorate. Like now, I don't know, the humanized people in this group can guide me. Over 300, 400, 500 young people who have died since 2024, the commemoration of last year, the people who have died in fuel protest, the people who are still killed today, including Ojuang, over 500 who are missing, who are maimed. There is nothing wrong in declaring 25th of June in this country to be a holiday ever. And if God helps us to form the next government, that is one of the things we will be requesting Kenyans to agree through public participation, that 25th will be a day to remember. When government turns its own guns against innocent people and killed our young people.
Kindiki was equally in charge of the interior. He's not immune to prosecution under Article 143 of the Constitution, and to the extent that he sat and oversaw these atrocities, whether he's a deputy president or not, who does not enjoy immunity for criminal liability, is equally liable. That at the fullness of time, a government of the people and by the people and for the people will come into place when we dislaunch Mr. William Ruto, and we put into place a government that will oversee the implementation, the restoration of the rule of law and constitutionalism in this country. They may run, but they are not going to hide. They may kill us, but there shall be remnants of them that shall come and pursue these matters to their logical. Excuse me.
I think your issue is that the president conceded and made it possible for this compensation to happen. So you think that he beats you?
It was an admission of guilt, Bwana. You know the law.
It's not a favor that is given. It's not a favor.
If it is
It's an admission of crimes against humanity. It should be prosecuted actually, internationally.
It's okay.
Is it a favor that is
and he said he's ready to be prosecuted.
Exactly.
Hello.
If he thinks he's doing us a favor,
exactly.
Guys.
Friendly, if Mr. William Ruto thinks that is, tell him that he admitted admission of guilt. Tell him he was right. Whoever advised him that this matter will not rest with the embezzlement of the 2 billion at a particular time, actions will be taken, including yourself, for illegally obtaining from Kenyans from an illegal committee.
And Maverick also, we are trying to.
I was labeled a militia by Weston. I don't know where he got that information from, but I excuse his arrogance and name calling. I'll not be invited into that arena simply because it's going to make us lose focus. At the